my name is Ariel, and this is both mine and my dark passion plum purple lipstick's first time doing stand-up. I am so excited. So, this New Year's Eve, my drunk friend thought it would be great to climb on top of me like I was the tower out of King Kong. And I've never felt more used in my entire life. I hope you guys had a good holiday.
Yeah!
Yeah, now in case you didn't already know this, I myself am a Jewish queen, so that means that I have the pleasure of celebrating Hanukkah every year. Yeah, but I didn't always think it was that much of a pleasure because, growing up, I 100% thought that Santa Claus was real. And you think that's sad. I always wanted to celebrate Christmas so badly because you guys make it look so great. And I would ask my mom every year if we could just put up a few Christmas lights or have a tree or whatever, and she's like, Ariel, I don't know where this wannabe shiksa attitude is coming from, but get rid of it. For those of you that don't know, a shiksa is a Gentile woman. But yeah, so I would also sit in front of the window and on Christmas Eve and maybe see if I could find Santa Claus flying by and I could like wave him down and explain my sitch, but he never did, so I can only assume it's because Santa Claus is a fucking anti-Semite. But yeah, even though she didn't let me celebrate Christmas, my mom is great and so is the rest of my family. My dad has the emotional depth of a rock. But he's a great guy. His name is Amir. And funny story, when my parents met, they met at a disco in Long Island, as my dad calls it. And they met on the dance floor, and my mom walks up to him and goes, Hi, I'm Bonnie, what's your name? And he goes, Amir. And she goes, I know you're here, but what's your name? And yeah, long story short, now I exist. My mom, she's great. She has a nickname for me. She calls me Ariel Smelly Belly. And you better believe I have the smelliest belly this side of the Atlantic. She's also the kind of woman to read all 3 50 Shades of Grey books for the plot.
There's 3 of them?
That's 100% true. She even said to me, you know, the sex scenes are okay, but I have to know what happens to Anastasia Steele. And I'm like, Mom, not even Anastasia Steele needs to know what happens to Anastasia Steele. That's not why you read the books. I also have a brother. He's great. He's even more Jewish than I am. He bought his last car from koshermotors.com. That's a real thing. He's also my twin, so in case you don't know what that means we were carried at the same time, delivered on the same day, by the same person. You'd think that's obvious, it's really fucking not. Yeah, we would be asked so many dumb questions like, if we can feel each other's pain, if we're identical, and I'm like, well no, I'm not identical to my brother, and I know that because my dick is so much bigger than his is. But I've been asked so many dumb questions. When I was in the 7th grade, we were talking about where our families come from, and I say that I happen to be part German, and this boy comes up to me afterwards, and he looks at me and first says, so you said you're German, right? And I say, yeah. But aren't you also Jewish? Some of you know where this is going. I say, yeah, and I promise to God this is true. With full sincerity, he looks at me in the eyes and says, you can do that at the same time.
I guess so.
Yeah. Well, you know, sometimes the Nazi side of me gets into it with the Jew side, but you make it work. Thank you guys so much.